Hello, I trust your Wednesday is going well today. I want to first of all apologize to all who may have tried to watch our live stream this past Sunday. It did not work. We had discovered a problem several weeks ago with an expensive piece of equipment, about $2,400, and we decided to repair the piece of equipment rather than replace it. As it turns out, that was not a very good decision, so we have ordered that piece of equipment, and Lord willing, we'll have it very quickly. So I apologize for the message not being live last Sunday. In fact, I shared last Sunday several thoughts about how to respond in these strange and unusual times. In Psalm 61, we're told about David experiencing a horrible, horrible time in his life. And the first thing he did was talk to God. He prayed. And that's what we ought to do. Then he turned to God. He said, "You're my rock, you're my refuge." And sometimes we turn to everybody else first. We ought to talk to God and turn to God. And then also in that psalm, we learned that he trusted in God. He said God would be the covert under which he would hide. The covert is a covering, a hiding place, like a hen spreading her wings and letting her chicks come under for protection. And then the last verse in that scripture says we ought to sing praises. We ought to tell others about our God, talk about our God, testify about our God. That was the message from Sunday. But I'm still thinking about these strange and unusual times. I'm still thinking about our response. I want to read you a rather lengthy passage of scripture for a devotional, but I think it will set the stage for two or three other thoughts. I'm reading in Matthew chapter 24, where Jesus told us about some of the things that would happen prior to his return. We believe he's going to return any moment. He could return any moment. And I believe that all the happenings and the activities should not discourage Christians. We ought to be encouraged because we see prophecy being fulfilled. We see his coming drawing nigh. But let me read what he said in Matthew chapter 24, beginning in verse 38. "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were drinking and eating, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Watch therefore," Jesus said, "for you know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as you think not, the Son of Man cometh." Let me give you two or three thoughts as our devotional this morning, knowing that God has told us what would happen, knowing that Jesus Christ is coming again, knowing it could be at any moment. First thing, don't expect things to get better. We have recently experienced in America an economy that was rising, things that were getting better or seeming to get better, some victories for Christian causes, and that's been exciting, but don't expect that to continue. Jesus said that things would get worse, as in the days of Noah. If we expect things to get better, we'll be disappointed. Occasionally things will get better. Occasionally we'll see victories. And we don't know when Jesus will come. It may be in a day or a week or a month. It may be years yet. It's hard for us to know. We just know that the signs are all around us. Second thought is this: focus on our real purpose. We are so intent in talking about politics and so intent in being concerned and knowing all we can about the COVID crisis. And those things are not bad, but those things are not why we are left here. We're left here to tell others about Jesus Christ. We're left here to glorify God. We're left here to be a light in a dark world. Let's focus on our real purpose. And let's do all that we can. We know that the time is short. We know our time is limited. We know perhaps that some of the things we enjoy doing as Christians may be limited in the future. If that's the case, we need to do all we can today while we have the opportunity. And then this final thought, trust God for the results. He didn't tell us to make things happen. He told us to be obedient. He told us to be faithful. He told us to continue doing the things we're supposed to do. Occupy till he comes. Watch therefore. Be ready for his coming. And that'll happen if we continue to do what we're supposed to be doing, do all that we can, and trust him for the results. You know, I'm encouraged. Even though some of the events of the last week or weeks has been very discouraging, I'm encouraged because I know Jesus is coming again. I don't know how soon it'll be. I trust I'll be alive when that happens, and I'm excited. Jesus is coming again. Let's get busy about his work. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.